Okay, we have a Group J matchup. Top left, Spawn, our Red Night Elf, Habitant. I believe he is looking to improve his seeding in the group, potentially, if he can get a win here. And at the top right, our Yellow Night Elf, AlterEgo, is in rough shape for his group. And I think he's probably too far to still make playoffs, but still giving it a go here, playing out his matches. Definitely what we like to see. And mixing it up a bit, going for a tavern build, likely a pit lord, I would assume. But personally, I feel Naga is typically the only real tavern hero first choice. That's like actually pretty good. But one thing that can be done is if you scout their altar hero and you see something like a priestess, then going for some sort of AoE hero as your first hero tavern hero can be pretty good. So seeing something like a panda could be cool, although it would be a little bit hard to get level 3, especially with this sort of creep route, but we'll see what happens. And AlterEgo adding in a second archer now. Habitant going for Hunter's Halt, Ancient of War. Also a late Ancient of War as well. So not even creeping with his first Ancient of War plus like an archer. And instead going straight into hunts, as well as this does technically get you a little bit more resources. You have more wisps on your gold mine earlier on. As you can see, he's mined an extra like 50 gold. On top of, I believe, a little bit more wood. Yeah, coming over to harass. And it is going to be the Pit Lord, as I expected. I don't think he actually... Oh, Wisp ran into the creeps, sadly. Might have put it on the wrong tree. I'm not sure if he actually saw the Priestess, but seeing the Priestess could have indicated the Pit Lord, or maybe even something like the Panda. But yeah, Pit Lord, definitely not a bad choice. Cleave, very good. Owl, pretty decent as well, unless, I mean, if it's an archer push, maybe you would even go Rain of Fire, but Howl's pretty good against archers as well, of course. Yeah, Habitant trying to do some harass here with Searing Arrow. Going to actually get one wisp. Oh no, the other wisp! AlterEgo having some trouble with his wisps against creeps. 2 wisps have fallen to creeps so far. And 1 wisp going to the priestess. Another wisp went to the priestess earlier as well. I'm not sure. Must have been one right when he first came over to harass while I was looking at the Pit Lord. And we do have Huntresses already here. I don't believe he has Ultra Vision yet, but generally it is something you would like to research as soon as possible. I just zoomed in and now I can literally see the blades of grass on the ground, apparently. Yeah, Pit Lord trying to creep what he can. Level 2 already. Circlet, not terrible. And putting some good damage on that first Huntress. Archer's getting a little far forward, but they should be able to handedly win this fight. Habitant will take a lot of damage on his hunts. It does micro the hunt out. Oh, Pit Lord, where are you, Pit Lord? Next archer does start to fall though. And without the Pit Lord putting in that damage, Habitant actually coming away here slightly ahead. But AlterEgo finally gets his Pit Lord back here, casts the Howl. And we still have a little bit of Moonwells. He can always hide his archers as well. And Habitant realizing he needs to start backing off. We do have 3 orange/red health Huntresses though, and that will pretty much completely empty his Moonwells as is. So, not the worst damage from AlterEgo, but at the same time he did lose 1 archer. And part of the goal of the Priestess is to make use of the Moonwells before they actually do their push, so it's not necessarily bad for Habitant. But AlterEgo is finding some time here to continue creeping, going to get close to that level 3 off of this. However, he might have to TP, otherwise he will likely lose his Ancient of War. Can't really repair against Huntresses too effectively. If he doesn't TP, he should definitely get level 3 first. Okay, not TPing, just running back. Gets a second circlet. Also, still not terrible. Extra health, damage, attack speed, armor. Oh, does put up another Ancient of War though, which is pretty good. But the archer's all out of position. Oh, does get one hunt with the cleave, but the archer's taking so much damage from these Huntress glaives. And this is partly why you need to kind of TP against the hunts. You need to be in your base, use this choke point, because getting caught out here, those archers die so fast. Habitant didn't have reveal though, so AlterEgo could have gone for just hiding. But yeah, Pit Lord, a little trapped there. We got a caged Lord here. Just you know, observing his Moonwell, I guess. A little stare down coming out. I'm not actually sure if Habitant has Ultra Vision yet either. I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he does. Usually you want to get Ultra Vision right away as the Huntress player, or just in general if you have an early Huntress haul. That Pit Lord is near that level 3, but can't really move out anymore. There's so many Huntresses. There's towers coming up. There's one glaive on the way. A second one will likely get queued up next. And AlterEgo feeling like he has to do something, but there's just too many hunts. Most of the archers have already fallen. Might be able to try to snipe a wisp. Yeah, otherwise, I think he actually needs to start queuing up glaives and just have glaives helping in the back line. Pitlord trying to come back to his base, but getting trapped by the hunts. You have to run around, Mr. Pitlord. Archer rally to the Pitlord, takes a bit of damage. Defensive protector. You do need something, so I don't hate this. However, this is looking really rough because Habitant has glaives on the way, protectors moving forward. And once these Moonwells start getting focused by the glaives, that's where AlterEgo is going to feel like he has to do something, but you just can't really do something when there's this many Huntresses. We'll likely see him try to poke at these hunts here. Oh, Archer! Archer! We do have a tower up now, but once you start losing Moonwells, that's where it really starts to get rough. Habitant keeping his advantage. And probably going to push forward soon. Especially with the second glaive out. He does have one damage upgrade as well, even an armor upgrade. Moonwell's on the way so he can break 50 at some point. And we got protectors marching deep into the base. AlterEgo. Oh, I didn't even notice. He was actually setting up an expo as well. Honestly, that can be a good play if it's done early enough and not cancelled. But I'm not sure if he's going to get enough out of it. And at some point, he really needs his own glaives to stall this push or potentially fight it off. And I don't know if he can manage to get any glaives out. We do only have one Ancient of War here. Would like to see a second one. And yeah, the tree is going to fall. But wisps will be migrated down. And it's going to be a slow siege for now. But Habitant does have glaives, so that will speed it up a bit. And AlterEgo going to have a lot of trouble actually managing to build anything from this point because he's going to have to reproduce these wells, reproduce his Ancient of War. Might even have to reproduce his Hunter's Hall if that gets picked off, because you need the hall to make glaives. And Habitant pushing forward. Will likely know there is an expo up down there. Yeah, he is pushing into upkeep, 55 food for Habitant, and AlterEgo going for a little bit of attack here. Does take out one glaive. Level 2 cleave now unlocked, and that cleave does do a huge chunk of damage. But Pitlord dropping low, might be able to use these moonwells before backing off. Otherwise, still in a rough spot. Did get a glaive, did get, I believe, one hunt, but did lose a few archers in the process. Level 3 for the priestess as well. And that level 2 true shot. +4 to all these hunts. That's rough. +13 to glaives. And we got a little March of the Ents coming here. AlterEgo has started rebuilding quite a bit though. We do have 2 Ancient of Wars now. No Hunter's Hall though, so it might just be mass archers, but that's assuming he can get the wars up, and he does not get one of them up. Second one starting to get focused, but he is here to fight. However, the Pitlord already half health. Cleave will put in a lot of damage, but how much can he put in before the focus goes onto him? And the Pitlord falls quickly. Habitant takes game 1. AlterEgo calling the GG. Game 2. Is it actually Amazonia? It is actually Amazonia. Sometimes you can't tell, is it actually Amazonia or did they just forget to choose the map? But it does seem like this was their actual map choice. And we'll see if they decide to do anything different. Looks different already. AlterEgo going for standard altar build. He is our Night Elf spawning at the top right. And our Night Elf at the bottom left. In the yellow, it is Habitant. Also sticking with the altar build, not going to try any fancy tavern stuff. I think Habitant actually used to play a lot of Pitlord in the past. But maybe it's more of a second hero choice now for him. We'll see. But so far, just going altar heroes. Will it be the priestess again? Or will it be the demon hunter? It is the priestess. And the priestess for AlterEgo as well. Now the question is, do both of them play huntresses? Or will one of them opt for archers or tech into dryads, etc.? Seems like neither side setting up a second moonwell yet, so likely huntresses for both. Yeah, likely Hunter's Hall. Oh. Lightning Shield. We'll be able to hit both the rogues, but not hitting the wizard yet. Habitant finally getting his own lightning shield. Should be able to hit all 3 though, so it should still be just as efficient creeping as AlterEgo had, even though it was a bit slower at the start. Yeah, both sides finishing roughly around the same time. And we actually see Searing Arrow picked for both. Very interesting choice as the first skill, because it does drain quite a bit of mana. And since this is like a level 2 creep route, could definitely see True Shot first. But if their goal is to be as fast as possible, potentially creepjack a Demon Hunter at one of these spots, it makes some sense. Yeah, AlterEgo also going for the level 2, however his Ancient War already rooted again, not going to use it to tank, just going to use the Priestess. She will take a 100, so 100 or so damage. He gets rewarded with some slippers. Claws plus mantle for Habitant. So overall better items for AlterEgo. By far. You definitely do not want the mantle. But
a town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
it's kind of weird. They both do have +8, but AlterEgo, of course, has more strength or more health from the circlet. Yeah, it is Huntress's dual AOW, dual AOW for both. I don't believe either have Ultra Vision yet, and it's really something that people should grab. If you make an early Hunter's Haul, pop that Ultra Vision. It's 50-50, and on a map like Amazonia, Ultra Vision can literally win you the game. But otherwise, we do have a little bit of a skirmish here. Habitant has taken quite a lot of damage on his Priestess, and now his Hunts, without the Aura and without the Priestess damage, taking a lot of damage as well. AlterEgo definitely taking the better of this so far. Look at all this damage. Habitant's Huntresses both in red health. Going to have to run them back. And now his Priestess under fire. Might even have to use a TP if he's not careful. Oh my! AlterEgo gets the kill. Habitant. A little overeager there with that Priestess. Oh, what's she doing? Gets picked off by that Syrian Earl. And we do see an early damage upgrade for Habitant. Nothing yet for AlterEgo, including Ultra Vision, still not researched on either side. Priestess getting resummoned, tier 1, tier 1. So it is just going to be the tier 1 mass. And AlterEgo looking to be aggressive here. I don't necessarily hate it because the Priestess is dead, and it is a level 2 Priestess, so it takes a while to come back. But I also wouldn't have minded getting level 3 first, maybe taking one of these Kobold camps for it, because getting the extra item, getting the level 2 True Shot Aura is, you know, also really strong. But I do like this. Taking out an Ancient War is huge. If you can halt the production of Huntresses, that's an easy way to take a huge advantage and potentially win the game. He is out of mana, no Syrian Arrows coming out, 100 dropping low, going to be microed back nicely. Should be willing, oh, maybe not anymore with the Priestess back. Habitant doing a good job on the defense there. Would still like to see AlterEgo snag a camp at some point. Looks like he is going to now to get his level 3. Do need to be careful. You usually want to tank with Priestess whenever possible, because these Hunts, they take a lot of damage from the piercing. See both of these Hunts drop so low from this camp. And he gets another Slippers. Oh, this Priestess damage, dude. Plus 15. Okay. And Habitant also going for a camp. Also tanking with his Hunt. Look at how much damage from the piercing. It's like -1 Huntress already. Oof, that hurts. And he gets Wand of Illusion. That is definitely what you want to see. Obviously, the double slippers, Agitome, Circlet, they're pretty good. But Wand of Illusion, arguably, it's just as good. Unless there is some good Wisp detonates. Wand of Illusion can also be game winning. Because that's so much extra tankability when you have 3 extra Huntresses with that wand. And both sides just content to creep. Habitant did not sell the mantle, so will not be able to pick up the item here. Well, I mean, he'll be able to pick it up, but he has to drop it, the mantle, and not sell it. That hurts. Archer taking a bit of focus fire at the front. Habitant still hasn't picked up the circlet. Drop the mantle, bro. Oh, he's actually going all the way back to sell. This is risky. He's leaving his army here. and the item there just to sell the mantle for 50 gold. Definitely a risky play, but AlterEgo did fall back. And Habitant going for an expo, but AlterEgo is pumping glaives now. Oh, AlterEgo went tier 2 as well. He's going to have Moonglaive, extra bounces. Those upgrades are going to be huge. Might even see him break beyond 50 with like an alchemist and push at like 60 food. We'll see what he decides to go for. But yeah, the damage from his hunt's going to be pretty strong. Level 4 on the priestess, another circlet for him. Habitant does have double scroll, which is huge. And of course, Wand of Illusion still. Sentry wards on the ground. Oh, one Huntress gets caught out. We do see 2 illusions coming out though, 3 illusions. Protection scroll, but AlterEgo just backs off. I mean, why not? Just back off, XD. And AlterEgo, oh, he picked up a Pit Lord. Okay, definitely not a terrible choice. Howl of Terror and Cleave can both be decent. I do think Alchemist is probably the meta choice, but yeah, taking a bit of damage here. And with the illusion plus the protection scroll, Habitant kind of coming out ahead in this fight. Does have 1/1 upgrades as well, but the Pit Lord, kind of an X factor. However, at this point, it is only a level 1 Pit Lord, and he dies so fast to this focus fire. Pit Lord down. There is still a few hunts left for AlterEgo, and his own priestess doing a lot of damage, but so many hunts fallen. Honestly, if he brought those hunts back into the fight, could still just fight this off. Habitant did go through both his scrolls and the Wand of Illusion though. And AlterEgo still has quite a lot of army. Should have his Pit Lord getting reproduced here soon. And if he can sell the cloak, maybe pass over a circlet or 2 to the Pit Lord, he can buy some scrolls and he'll be in good shape. But Habitant steals the scrolls. Both scrolls from this shop. So AlterEgo not going to have those. That's a big deal. But AlterEgo way ahead in supply and is ahead in tech. Habitant, rough spot here. He was going for an expansion play, but never actually managed to creep it yet. And so the tech play from AlterEgo instead is going to put him comfortably in the lead. He is heading to this shop. There is scrolls here. Would like to see cloak sold and maybe circlet passed to the Pit Lord, but Pit Lord not resummoned yet. AlterEgo sitting on 49 food. Does not want to break yet. Oh my god, he sold double circlet, or he sold circlet plus double slippers. Oh no. Double slippers. Definitely should have sold the cloak instead. But he does have scrolls now. Going in for a fight. He just broke to 59 food, but 10 of that food is still in production. So not sure if this is exactly the fight he wants to take. However, his army is pretty strong, and with these scrolls should be able to comfortably take it. But Habitant has reached level 5. Does have a heal scroll, so focusing Habitant's priestess definitely not the right choice. And AlterEgo starting to lose quite a bit of supply here. Going to lose the glaive as well, but does still have a heal scroll. Pit Lord is on the field. A little AFK in his base though. With the next round of hunts, AlterEgo should be able to just push again and probably take the fight. And we'll see. No range upgrade on these archers yet, but we might see it here in a second, and that will definitely be helpful. An extra 200 range, pretty huge. Does still have 1 O upgrades only. And fight going to take place. A Habitant's priestess too far. AlterEgo gains some free damage. Habitant jumping on the archers though, or trying to. But the Pit Lord is here, the Priestess is here. Just need to run those archers around, maybe even hide them. There is no dust. There is, of course, the reveal from the lab, though. Yeah, Pit Lord going to work. A heal scroll is available for AlterEgo when needed. And now level 2, we see the Hal putting in work. Might need to see the heal scroll popped here before the archers fall. Oh, just a little too late. That archer still falls, but Habitant's hunts are all dying. They're all dying. Level 5 Priestess unlocked. AlterEgo. Huge position here now. 25 versus 49 food. Plus the tech advantage, of course.
Town is under siege.
And now Habitant kind of just stuck in Dota mode. All he has is his hero left. But turns out AlterEgo also has a level 5 hero. However, Habitant maybe still sees some sort of comeback with Starfall. We'll see what happens. But if Starfall ever comes out, the focus fire on that Priestess could be huge. There is a lot of damage here from AlterEgo. Oh, if he loses this hunt. Getting really close. 6 XP. 6 XP. Habitant does have to back off though. Loses the Expo. And AlterEgo pushing forward with a level 3 Pit Lord now. Going to take out the production. Not a bad choice. Does want to be a little careful here. You don't really want to have this Priestess reach level 6. Oh, the Pit Lord! The Pit Lord falls! Level 6 Priestess unlocked! Does he just go for the Starfall? No. He holds the Starfall. And AlterEgo TP's out. He's scared of the Priestess. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, is booster broken? No, booster's working, right? Yeah. Oh. Has to go for the Shredder. I thought the supply counts were wrong because he had like 4 hunts and a hero. But it's because he has literally 0 wisps. So he buys the Shredder. Gets an Alchemist. He managed to tech in this time. He knows the pick. He picks the Alchemist. And with that heal spray, it's going to be really hard to take down the Priestess. There is no tier 3, which means we don't have a third hero like Dark Ranger or Tinker or Keeper to disrupt the Starfall. And we could even see Habitant go for like Invis Priestess into the base and just try to hit all the buildings. And if AlterEgo's ever just not there, I mean, he could lose all of his Moonwells or something. We'll see what happens. AlterEgo definitely still has a lot bigger army. Scroll of the Beast is a huge pickup. One of the ways to counter Starfall for him is to just have overwhelming damage, and being able to have Scroll of the Beast, level 3 True Shot, 1 damage upgrade, should even see a 2nd damage upgrade maybe. Yeah, if you can get that and just focus down the Priestess, that can be huge. But yeah, Habitant gets a heal scroll, might just go in and Starfall. AlterEgo putting up an Expo and going for the counter attack. But the Starfall is going to do more here. Yeah, Habitant's going to go Starfall right here and just go for the tree, right? He's just going for the tree. AlterEgo, no TP either. Pit Lord has not been reproduced and is not being reproduced. Tree falling quickly. Habitant does still have a TP, but will have to fight without Starfall if he wants to fight after. And he does TP in after taking the tree. But this is potentially a winnable fight for AlterEgo. However, the Alchemist and the building's kind of an X factor here. AlterEgo goes for the building kill. The tree is down for Habitant. AlterEgo has overwhelming hunts. Protection scroll, roar scroll is used. And the damage is insane for our red night elf. Glaive in the background also putting in a lot of work. Shredder, you need to start attacking, bro. Your base is gone. Why are you working? Oh, Alchemist falls. Level 6 for AlterEgo now as well. And Habitant back down to only the Priestess. Whereas AlterEgo still has a few hunts, still has his own level 6 Priestess. And still has most of his base as well as an Expo coming up. Priestess. Not much left to heal. Going to just have to run, but last shot. One arrow to rule them all. 1-1. G. What did I just watch, dude? Oh my god. Yeah, game 3. Last Refuge. Tied up score 1-1. AlterEgo going immediately for the altar this time. Once again. And Habitant as well. So no Tavern Hero first shenanigans. We are going to see both sides go for altar build. But we do have a difference here. AlterEgo not going for the early Ancient War creep and instead going for the slightly better economic build and likely into Huntresses. So he gets a slight gold advantage. As you can see, he's mined, what is that, like 80 gold more? By not putting up the early Ancient War. And he's also slightly ahead on wood, I believe. You know, 10 wood or something. So like small gains. You know, it's something. However, it does come at the cost of not getting the early camp right away. But he will be bypassing making an archer. And just go straight into hunts. And he is facing a demon hunter. And going priestess himself. Second Moonwall. Habitant's base build. Not really the greatest against priestess hunts. There's a lot of open space here for hunts to go in. There's multiple gaps here for hunts to fit in. So, not a good block. But we'll see if the force of the game leads to that or not. Demon Hunter getting a circlet right away. And Priestess coming across. Likely to pick Searing Arrow once the Demon Hunter is spotted. Oh, Priestess. I think he's controlling the Wisp. He forgot his Priestess! No, she's snoozing. Taking a little dip. Getting those feet wet. Okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, we do see double Ancient War, second Moonwall. It is going to be hunts, and Searing Arrow is the choice. But quite a lot of damage on this archer. Needs 2 more hits, but the Moonwell is there. Archer will be healed. And Habitant already starts his tech. More archers likely on the way. 3 of them apparently. And AlterEgo just going to see what he can do. Priestess running around here. Likely wants to start harassing Wisps soon. And Habitant, not wanting to deal with the multitask, is going to bring his Demon Hunter back. He did have his Demon Hunter starting to go across, and sometimes you will see them trade Wisp hits. But he does want to just defend instead. Nicely microing out the Wisp into the gold mine. You prefer not to heal them when possible, so that you can save the Moonwells for your hero and archers. Oh, and we do see 1 Moonwell set up, potentially for a block. Yeah, so Moonwell and Hunter's Hall and Ancient Wonders starting to set up some sort of block here. Maybe at some point he could try moving his Ancient War back to like this position. And it wouldn't be terrible. There'd be 3 gaps still, but they'd be small gaps. Yeah, Priestess still level 1, no XP, no mana either. So if he ever has to heal the Priestess... Oh, and with the Huntresses getting ensnared, some big damage coming in. Could hide them. They are not visible to the opponent when ensnared by a neutral creep. And he's going to TP out. Oh, that hurts. Didn't want to risk being revealed from like the lab and having a Huntress die right away. Just decides to TP out. That's a huge pickup from Habitant. AlterEgo going to be healed up low and likely continue his creeping. Going for an early Ancient of Wonders in tier 2 though, so not going to be an all-in this time. I guess he wasn't really doing an all-in last time either. He also went tier 2 last game. Yeah, just creeping. Still no XP on the Priestess. Demon Hunter already level 2. And they don't see each other. Where's the Ultra Vision, dude? We see Slippers picked up. Good item. And Replenishment Potion, not so good. And AlterEgo will fight off the archers here. Does get one pick off as well. Might just continue creeping, especially with the Naga out. Naga is also an interesting choice. Usually a very risky choice against Priestess Hunts. However, maybe Habitant saw that there was a tech underway and still wanted the Naga rather than something else. Naga, where are you going? Where are you going? Taking a huge chunk of damage, but the Huntress is also dropping so low. Nicely microed away though, and one archer falls in return. Naga does manage to eventually escape, but at red health. That's going to drain the Moonwells quite a bit, and the next two archers might also fall. And they get away from the Huntresses. Huntresses are much faster. Needs to start attacking this one. I think they will be saved, but they are going to continue draining the Moonwells. And the Naga still needs to be healed herself. AlterEgo diving a little deep here, taking some damage from the tree. And Habitant already double lore up, one Dryad out, and tier 3 on the way. So sitting in good shape. AlterEgo, on the other hand, finds the Wisp and going for the tier 2 upgrades, getting bouncing extra bounces with the Moonglaive, adding a Glaive Thrower, and might even see a second hero here. Definitely a few choices. Against a Demon Hunter, might just see something like a Naga, but otherwise, Alchemist has some viability. Keeper, Dark Ranger. Yeah, there is 2 Dryads on the field, and they will be pretty strong in this fight, especially with the Demon Hunter being able to poke away, as there are no glaives here to fight the Dryads, but AlterEgo just pushing forward. However, whenever you pull back like this, that's where the Dryads then turn, and suddenly the Frost Arrow plus the slow poison from the Dryads. It's a dead hunt. Just going to be all about kiting for our Red Night Elf Habitant now, until he gets his bears on the field. We have a second glaive on the way. Do still have quite a lot of resources for AlterEgo, and he's going to add in some archers now. No damage upgrade yet. Also, I don't think he has Vorpal Blade. Yeah, we might see him try to pick up a second hero in the center. A little bit of a skirmish here. Going to be cleaned up by AlterEgo, but the Ogre will go to Habitant. And he gets Invuln. That's a big pickup. Invuln and Greater Healing, definitely the ideal choices for Habitant. Demon Hunter dropping quite low though. However, should be able to get another rejuvenation soon. Has to TP out though. Now, where does AlterEgo go? Is he going to just push forward? Looks like maybe he wants to creep a little. I do think AlterEgo needs a bit more. He has 1,000 gold to work with, but he needs Moonwells. would really like to see at least one more Moonwell, and then maybe like second hero, couple more units, and double heal scroll plus a protection scroll, and then push. But his Moonwell, quite a bit late for that. And this push timing could end up pretty awkward. Does get the scrolls, get lots of scrolls, even double protection. However, look at that, he still has 600 gold. If he had another Moonwell, could be producing a second hero right now, and then start getting like another couple archers too. But the Priestess has reached level 3. Greater healing could be good if there is something like an Alchemist pickup or some sort of melee frontliner. Maybe even a Tinker. A Pocket Factory could be cool for a push. But Habitant, Orb of Venom, 3 bears. Looking very scary for the Huntress army to deal with. And AlterEgo might be trying to expand now. The expansion is quite late, however. Going to lose 1 hunt as well. Do need to be careful. Generally, you want to make sure your Priestess tanks any camps that have piercing damage, which is pretty much every camp ever. Almost. And has to leave the Gloves of Haste. Too many items. No second hero yet. Will he get one now? He has the gold for it still. He has the supply now with losing that 1 Huntress. But still no second hero. And more Wisps on the way. He has quite a lot of wood, so I don't think he needs to produce these yet. But maybe just doing so preemptively, wants to saturate his gold mine right away once it gets up. And Habitant, content with just continuing to creep. He knows he's in a good position with his tech advantage. Demon Hunter is level 3, heal potion, invuln. Even a Wand of the Wind, not terrible. Heal wards would probably be best. Boots of Quell the Loss for the demon, huge pickup. Having a little trouble passing it though. It missed the pass there. And AlterEgo, some more damage on his Huntresses. I believe he tanked this camp as well with the hunts. Need to be careful with them. Takes so much damage to piercing. And 1 glaive going to get caught out. And there's no saving this one. Bear's a little too scary at this moment. AlterEgo looking to potentially defend his expo. But still sitting at 46 food. Oh, that hurts. Oh, finally a Moonwell though. And a lore as well. Maybe he wants to mix in a couple bears as he is going tier 3. However, pretty greedy. Getting tier 3 and expanding against someone who's already been tier 3 for a while. Going to be very rough. And there's just so much gold that AlterEgo hasn't managed to go through yet. He has a lot of scrolls, but he's just not going to find the time to use them all. Has to pop a double scroll right away and instantly TP's out. He knows this fight is too hard for him to take. Missed taking the Wisps with him and his expansion is going to fall. Oh. Oh, oh my god, those detonates actually missed the Demon Hunter. He didn't even get the rejuve detonated. Feels bad, man. AlterEgo does still have quite a lot of resources. But yeah, at this point, it's a little rough. We'll see what he can do here. His best play is probably some sort of air play. Surprise Chimeras or Hippo Riders. Unsure. We do see him starting to fight here, but immediately 1 hunt goes down and he calls the GG. Realizes his position. He had a lot of resources there, but he kind of just stuck at 50 food too long without committing to what he needed to do. Likely needed to just push all in, maybe jump to 60 food with second hero and a couple more units with his resource pool, but opting for expansion in tier 3 instead. Just not being able to get those unlocked. So Habitant will be our winner with a score of 2-1.